Hey, happy Friday, everyone. I got some cheap toys in. I cannot wait to get these opened. There should be a few that I didn't have in here. Hopefully, let's not jinx it. But I got these blues out because these will be what we're comparing these two. Also, a little guy back here. My lighting is not the best today, so I do have a mag light. Boom, that we can blast these with and really get in there and look at these. But there should be a very interesting blue variant. And so, let's see. So before we open this, what you're looking at here, I guess I'll just go ahead and blast it now. Let's see if this helps. I kind of hate that. We will use this later though, because I need to show you translucence. But anyway, this is mold 1 dark blue. This is mold 2 dark blue. These are called electric blue. Wait till you see the light on those. And these are the midnight blues, extremely rare. Now, quickly, I'm trying to hurry. So I'm trying to right a wrong here because about a year ago, I suggested that a member or whoever should buy this lot of toys because I thought it had a midnight blue in it. So TJ ended up buying it, and he claimed that the toy was rubbery. Here's the problem. A midnight blue should not be this rubbery. So let's see. Now the problem, another problem is, well, Russell Muscle, Brett Sweat, is already a little bit rubbery, even when he's not made out of rubber, because he's so thin. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna get to the bottom of this. The only way to identify a midnight blue, to be honest with you, this is going to sound crazy, is, I'm not joking, really the only true way to do it is to let me look at it, okay? I have to hold it. Okay. There's also a very cool factory era in there. All right. God, right off the bat, this is going to be a strange one. I'm suspecting that this is not only... I'm suspecting that this actually might be a UV damaged electric blue. It could be a midnight blue, but it's not looking good. That greenish, when you see that, is caused by UV damage. Look at that thing. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. While I definitely care, and this is in my collection, still I wanted to kind of right that wrong because I think I didn't mean to mislead anybody, but I did think that this was a midnight blue. This is very fucking strange. Very strange. Very strange. Okay, so this is not a midnight blue. Okay, so here's the first thing. That's made out of rubber. Here's the thing that people don't get. Not only are these like neon, they're called, but they're actually a different type of material. These are vinyl, like PVC vinyl. These are actually a rubber material. So it's a completely different material that was injected into the mold. But anyway, so I can tell you right off the bat that this is a very bizarre electric blue. It goes in this row, but as you can see, it's very dark. Okay, let's get the mag light on this. I need to show you electric blues with a mag light as well. I want to talk about this. I mean, look at that. Look at the difference. Like he belongs not in whatever row this is, but down here somewhere. He's so dark. Definitely the darkest blue I've ever seen, ever. He's damaged, okay, in some sort of fashion. We'll get to the bottom of it. Let me show you this real quick. I want to go ahead and pick up a Brett Sweat. Put a mag light behind it. Hopefully this will work out. Already it's not working out very well. But anyway, if you get a light behind these, they're semi-translucent, especially around the edges. Some of your other neons, guess what I didn't grab today? My other neons are more translucent, but that's the thing when you get these in the mail. If you get one that's super rubbery, that's going to be one of your U.S. rares. If it's blue, we call these electric blue. Okay, so anyway, this one, I ordered this one too. This is a factory error. One of the worst, if not the worst I've ever seen. There's something with, here's another one, with Alice Island that they were sometimes just flawed, okay? But this one is super, super rough shape. A lot of these do come out of the UK, and you'll know that because if I drop this in water, it would float. However, this is not a UK one. This is actually a US, I think. Geez. Yeah, it's a US. It bends. So I honestly did not know these existed until a couple years ago. Matt Rocco had this one. Not sure where he got it. And then TJ found this guy. But sometimes you'll see them with the little crown bits missing, like the top of his crown will be missing, the little spikes will be missing on those. There's a variant called a stub spike era where one of the spikes is rounded. There's even a sunken crown error where the flat part here is not flat, but it's concave where it's sunken in. And all this is because when they were loading up the when they were injecting the basically the plastic to make these in the mold, they didn't put enough, the machines didn't put enough plastic, and so you can get some pretty wacky ones. I love this, actually. Yeah, so let's try to get to the bottom of something here. I feel like I need to go grab some neons, so give me a sec. We don't need them, but I just wish I had them out. Now, this will be added to my Brett Sweat chain, though. This is a legitimate one I didn't have, obviously, nor did anyone else. Even though it's obviously something going on with it, it's still going to be added to my personal chain that I do not have all out. So let's just make this about neons. So I'm just going to move these. In the game, we call these commons. We call them base colors. They have different names. They're just the basic ones. These sell anywhere from, I've seen them go for $5 up to around 15 each, around that range. Now, your atom bomb is going to be closer to 20, maybe 25, depending on the color. A lot of people like the blue ones because blue is a popular color. So yeah, that sucks. This is not a midnight blue. It's not anyone's fault. Really, it's my fault. I mis-ID'd them originally. What an oddball. So as you can see, one more time, we'll move these midnight blues. As you can see, it's definitely not a midnight blue. It's not anything. It's a UV damage, probably a very UV damage. I don't think he's stained. I wish my little mag light idea worked better. Let's try it one more time. Nothing's happening. It's just too much. This sucks. Well, okay, so what I'm looking for, maybe this is better. I'm trying to look with you guys. You're just trying to see if there's any sort of like discoloration. Well, I'll tell you, this whole thing is uniform. So whatever this color is, we can't call it midnight blue, can't call it electric blue. Whatever this is, it's all that one color all the way around. Because, well, I can show you this much. So this toy, that light's really annoying me. This was pulled out of Canada. If you look close, I call this Camo Alice. She has marbling in the actual plastic. This is not staining after this was made. This is marbling inside it and through it, like you were making a candle and you mixed a color in. We think this was caused by just a dirty injector. you know, that still had some old color in it that got mixed in with the green. But while I'm showing you this, besides it being wholly rare, this is not the case with this. This is not a mix-up at all. Okay, so the first clue is... Oh, I'm sorry, I never got those midnights out of the way. By the way, these are all... Let's see, almost all of these are one of one. I think there might be another midnight blue atom, but that's about it. The rest are one of ones. That's how rare those are. Okay, but anyway, so let's check this real quick. We'll check a few things out. So these are supposed to be basically the same toy. Yeah, they've been the exact same. They feel the same. If anything, this might be a little more rubbery, actually. And it is so oily. That's one of the type IDs for midnight, for electric blue, is they look oily. They look like fucking oil, like baby oils on them or something. Yeah, that is an odd piece. I wish my little light worked better. It's not doing much, is it? That's unfortunate. Yeah, so anyway, when you add light to it, there's a greenish hue to the, like a undertone, greenish undertone. And that's why they're called electric blue instead of just like neon blue. So yeah, I can't make heads or tails of this. This is just a toy that we've never seen and a color we've never seen. I just suspect that this is some sort of extreme damage. The thing though, let's do this. Let's look at half EBs real quick. Thank God I thought of this. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. So there's a color, I named them half EB, half meaning half electric blue. They're not electric blue, listen, they're not electric blue. They sometimes look like it though, and they sometimes bend. They bend more than your regular blue, but they're not that full rubber. They're in the middle, and we call those half EBs, or I call them half EBs. Yeah, I can show you this actually. I am aware that this is visually confusing, and I'm sure the whole discussion is very confusing for you. I'm very sorry about that. That's just due to lack of preparation. I just got this in the mail, and I just had to open it, okay? But anyway, what you're looking at here, would it help if I... Again, sorry about the lighting and shit. Let's try this. Okay. Just a basic ass dark blue, half EB, and then your full EB. Okay. By the way, cameras, you know, fucking phone cameras do not do cheap toys any favors, especially in video content. It's very hard to get good footage of them. I mean, yeah, we are looking at some pretty subtle color differences. I tell you, let's do this again. Let's just look at these half EBs, because what I'm thinking is, when you see any sort of greenish tone, you're either starting to lean towards UV damage blues or some sort of electric blue. And as you just learned, there's not just electric blues, there's also half EBs, what I call them, half EBs. There's these weird hybrid ones. So let's just do this. I'm going to put, what am I doing? Oh, let's just do more of these little setups. See, that half EB, or maybe I got them backwards. That one's almost full EB. Yeah, there's a spectrum of those, and you don't see that though. You don't see them with these other neons. It's just with the blue. Blues can get pretty funky, as we saw today. Anyway, so that's just something you can look for. Well, guys, let's quick review. Just got in got the strangest fucking cheap toy lot I've ever gotten. Just some, I'm sorry, I almost called them misfits. Let's call them rejects. Thank you, TJ, for these rejects. True rejects. I'll get to the bottom of this. Guys, I haven't even gotten to the bottom of that thing, that fucking atom bomb that Chris sent me. Baszler. Jeez. Look at that thing. Pumpkin. Newly discovered pumpkin. But yeah, thank you again. So cool. All right, later.